team velocity is a measure of the amount of work a team can complete within a given sprint or iteration. It is an important metric in agile development because it helps the team to plan and forecast their work and to track their progress over time. To measure team velocity, the team first establishes a baseline by tracking the number of story points or tasks completed during a previous sprint. For example, if in a previous sprint the team completed 10 user stories with a total of 50 story points, their velocity for that sprint would be 50 story points. In subsequent sprints, the team can use this baseline to forecast their expected velocity. In another example, if the team has a total of 100 story points of work planned for the next sprint, they can estimate that they will complete approximately 2 sprints worth of work based on their previous velocity of 50 story points per sprint. At the end of each sprint, the team can then calculate their actual velocity by summing up the number of story points or tasks completed during a sprint. Let's make another example. If the team completes 12 user stories with a total of 60 story points during the next sprint, their velocity for that sprint would be 60 story points. Over time, the team can use this velocity data to identify trends and patterns in their work and to make adjustments to their planning and forecasting as needed. But if the team's velocity is consistently lower than expected, the team may need to adjust their planning or investigate potential issues that are slowing down their work. It is important to note that velocity is not a perfect measure of productivity. It can be affected by a number of factors such as the complexity of the work, the team's experience, and the availability of resources. However, it is a useful tool for agile teams to track their progress and to plan their work. In summary, team velocity is a measure of the amount of work a team can complete within a given sprint or iteration and is calculated by summing up the number of story points or tasks completed during a sprint. It is an important metric for agile teams to track and use for planning and forecasting purposes. Questions. 1. What could you describe about team velocity? 2. Could you explain some benefits of determining a team's velocity? 3. Could you explain how team velocity is calculated? 4. What are some of the variables that could affect team velocity? 5. What is the difference between team velocity and team capacity? 6. What is the difference between team velocity and estimation?